Welcome back, Backpack Battlers, to the Road to GM, the series where we are randoming our way to the highest rank in the game. First mage game of the series, and you can see with mage currently we are silver 84.
Wow, very impressive.
Our goal is, as always, build the most broken bag possible and crush our enemies, with the side quest of constantly improving, evaluating our decisions so we can actually make it to the highest rank in the game, which is Grandma. And we got a nice little puzzle box start here. For those unfamiliar, we want to put our big hitters in this bag. It'll make them activate a little bit slower at the start, but after 5 seconds, ooh, the juice is on. Also another bonus, it gives us nice little access to all the puzzle bags, which each have their unique little benefits. And we're just doing what we can to optimize our bag. It's silver, so I'm not too worried, but
My, we are a hotshot, aren't we?
we bought the on-sale wand, which was a no-brainer, and randoming at the start gave us this spell scroll Dark Frenzy. So the cogs are just turning as I read over the item and figure out exactly what the hell it does and how to place it on my board. So it's time for the first ever item breakdown. Ignore the item breakdown I did for Shiny Mantle, that doesn't count. This spooky looking scroll is Spell Scroll Dark Frenzy. Every 3 seconds, it makes the starred items trigger 10% faster, but it also inflicts 1 blind on yourself. 4 stars dotted around this thing, so you could juice up to that many items. But you'll notice the stars are all randomly scattered around, making it a little hard to use. Our clever viewers are probably asking, the diamonds, what do the diamonds do? Well, dear viewer, for each dark item, that's what the little skull is, dark, it triggers 15% faster. So theoretically, if you were able to get 4 dark items around this thing, you would have it triggering 60% faster or every 1.88 seconds. It also can craft into one of these 3 lovely items. Spoiler alert, we may be making one of these 3 later. And that's Spell Scroll Dark Frenzy. Try to pair it with dark items you want to trigger faster for maximum benefit, because they can both get the star and act as the diamond as well. Special shout out to Corrupt Armor. It can receive the star, it can act as the diamond, and it also takes that pesky blind the scroll is putting on you and puts it on your opponent. So that's a nice triple synergy. Quadruple synergy actually, because you get the extra 10% chance to protect your debuffs on your opponent from being cleansed.
That's spicy meatball!
This concludes the first ever item breakdown. Alright, enough's enough, let's get the hell out of shop 1. Dark Frenzy's buffing our wand, it's buffing our pan. We pick up a Magic for Dummies as well, great early game item. 1 gold remaining, we snag a rock and send to battle. Fighting the adventurer Kimbatul. Nerve-wracking here as we get really low out of the gate, but our puzzle box kicks in, makes everything trigger faster, and keep in mind that Dark Frenzy's working in our favor for our wand and our pan as well. The blind is getting high and we have no answer for it, but the sustain from Banana and Magic for Dummies is enough to clutch out the win. Shop 2 is an expansion turn for us. We get the bag space. It restocks with the puzzle bag, so we snag that as well. And then we get a pig. A little greedy. We certainly didn't win the last battle by a landslide or anything, but we'll see how it goes. We send a battle and get paired up against the Reaper. It's really happy to deliver the Express. Interesting name, interesting name. And man, using Spell Scroll Dark Frenzy this early is like the equivalent to Outrage in the Pokemon games. You've got your Gyarados. It's learned this cool dragon-type move, Outrage. Oh. So you send it, and then all of a sudden you're locked in for 3 turns just using the same move over and over. And then after you're just hurting yourself in confusion. Shop 3 gives us the opportunity to choose a skill. We end up picking Superspacious. I really didn't like it the last time we used it, but I think maybe I judged it too harshly. With the rest of the gold, we pick up a sack of stones and even more space. Sending into the next battle, we're up against the Ranger Hot. They're running Broom, buffed by Fortuna's Kiss, with a nice little collection of food and a spiked shield kicker. And oh man, he's blinding us, we're blinding ourselves. It's a blind-tastrophe. That's like a catastrophe, but except with blind. Despite this, we're actually ramping nicely. Our pan and wand are just popping off. Magic for Dummies is giving us the sustain we need in combo with the banana. It doesn't matter if half our attacks are missing if we're hitting this fast, and we clutch out a win. Straightforward shop 4, we get a second Magic for Dummies and some more space. Don't really want to run pan forever, so we're looking for an out weapon-wise. And feeling out for some kind of direction, we're still kind of just aimlessly picking up space. Really don't have a concrete plan or idea of where we're going with this build yet. Fighting the mage, Matou Shinji. His bag is less of a threat than the bag that we faced last round, so not too worried. Shop 5 brings us a second customer card. I don't combine them yet, however, because I want to fish for some rare items to get our build online.
Extremely rare.
Yes, the rarer the better. We get some more space, we entertain ideas of the cat spirit companion, but our weapons aren't strong enough to take advantage of it right now, so we end up snagging a badger instead, and now we're just health maxing. Our Magic for Dummies gives us max health, and so does the badger, so we're just really juicing those numbers. Fighting the Japanese berserker Nyara. You can see we just don't have the damage to burst through stoned, plus the double banana garlic. Finally, in Shop 6, we get some direction with the snow guy, and I start to get the idea, hey, maybe we should go some kind of frosty angle. We combo it with that ice scroll that's on sale, and combine it with our Dark Frenzy to make that Devouring Sphere. Ooh. And fighting the Pyromancer Osakanana. You can see our health maxing works swimmingly. We just don't have the damage to back it up. We take the loss and we go into Shop 7 with 3 wins, 3 losses. Steam achievement popping off for building Devouring Sphere for the first time. It's going to boost our damage a little bit, but we still need a stronger weapon here. We also throw a cheeky little fanfare on the board. I'm on the fence if the fanfare, this trumpet, is good or not, but we'll test it out. It'll make us hit a little bit harder because it has a chance to give us some power, so that part of it's good at least. Frost Stick Reaper Luo Feng, and our newly minted Devouring Sphere makes quick work of him. Pretty good counter to these Frost Stick builds, honestly. Shop 8 means it's subclass time. I was heavily considering Water Elemental here. It synergizes with the Frost items we already have, but in the end we go Shiny Mantle just because I love playing Shiny Mantle. And we also get a pretty big pickup in the form of our second Dark Frenzy, which we're going to use to craft Null Blade. If you're curious how Shiny Mantle works, we got a handy little guide which will explain it in under a minute. And if you're liking the video, consider subscribing, consider liking. If you already have, thank you so much, you guys are awesome. Huge battle here versus the adventurer, TheTrust. We're completely outclassed weapon-wise, but our health maxing is just so strong we're to the moon with our HP. And despite doing almost no damage, fatigue sets in and he just can't keep up. I do like his bird placement though out there on the side, on its own little island, that's cute. 5 wins, 3 losses, and we hit big going into Shop 9 with an on-sale Hungry Blade and a Cold Stone.
Cold Stone Creamery's delivering the smiles like...
No, not the ice cream shop. We pick up the Artifact Stone, set the Hungry Blade to craft into Frostbite, and now the build is in a pretty good place, honestly. We've been health maxing, so our sustain is great, but we just didn't have the damage. And with these 2 weapons and that nice synergy with the Frost Stone, we are cruising. And we're fighting Piglon, true to his name. Look at those pigs. I'm jealous, to be honest. We pop his res, but we're really low. And the clutch invulnerability at the end, the hype is real. Riding high off that win, we cruise into Shop 10 with the opportunity to choose a second skill. They've been buffing Ultima Ascension quite a bit, but I just don't like it. Despite having the Cold Stone, Stone is not that compelling of a choice. So it's really between Mystery Box and Bagtacular. We risk it all and go Mystery Box and get Echoing Battle Cry. Pretty good pickup, to be honest. We'll see if we can make use of it. First battle with the Frostbite up against the Ranger Zimbls. And the dynamic duo of Frostbite and Nullblade just go to town, both juiced by our Frost or Cold Stone. And on top of that, we're still just health maxing in the background here. They just can't knock us down at all. The build is officially in full swing. Now we just have to juice it even further.
Give it the juice.
I like playing these roguelike or roguelite. I don't know the difference between the two, honestly. These build games where you just kind of go through and you're given all these random options and then all of a sudden the build just comes together. And that feeling is really, really satisfying. Just like what happened here, we just had no idea of what we were going. The snowman, we said, hey, maybe we should go Frost. And then all of a sudden, everything just kind of gels together. That's why I love games like this. Slay the Spire, FTL are both kind of the same way. Same with all the other Autobattlers. Fighting the Berserker, Cat Boss. He's going some crazy armor shaman build. Doesn't seem too scary though, and we're able to handle it pretty easily. With our weapons in a good spot, the name of the game now is scaling up off our gems. So we're going to juice our build by feeding stuff to Shiny Mantle, which is going to give us better and better gemstones, which in turn is going to help us scale. We get the chessboard to help accomplish that. Gives us that 1 square food, which is so easy to feed to Shiny Mantle. Buff Explosion from ChrispyChicken open square brackets right here at the start. Their potion chain just going off. However, their Mana Thirst just doesn't have enough gas. Our cold is just slowing him down and he has no answer for it. All the while, we're scaling up, our health is growing, and it's just too much for him to handle. Stoked about the Autobattler genre as a whole though. Still relatively young as a genre, and I think there's a lot of room for growth and new ideas, so we'll see what other developers cook up and how companies innovate to make things more fun. Put the on-sale Stamina Sack, put the on-sale Maneki Neko on reserve, and send into battle up against the Reaper Hunter. Pretty scary Frost Stick Reaper build, honestly. Their corrupt armor is just juiced to all hell, and as we discussed earlier, it's taking the debuffs on himself and putting them onto us, so luckily we got enough damage on him early that despite the 96 frost that we end with, we were able to DPS him down and clutch out a win. Very close though, very close. Now we have a choice, take the 26 MMR and run, or risk it all for the chance at 35. And you know it, we're going into survival mode. Immediately tempted by the perfect amethyst. Saner heads prevail though, we get our on sale Stamina Sack, we get our Maneki Neko. Love this frickin' cat. Now we're just cleaning up and getting ready to send into battle. Looking at hindsight as I edit over this build, I think could benefit from a little bit more focus on optimizing for Null Blade. We need more luck in regen, so I should be a little bit more focused on finding those. Clean up the Ranger Nijo, regardless. But yeah, right now Prismatic Wand is the only thing giving us luck in regen, so could use a little more. Shop 15 comes around and we make the controversial decision to feed Echoing Battle Cry to our Shiny Mantle. We weren't getting any value out of it, so might as well turn it into a gem. Hindsight tells us Bagalicious would have been a better play. Fighting the mage Lost Heartbeat. It's some mantle on mantle battle action. They do have a Shepherd's Crook, so our cold isn't going to be quite as effective. Invuln is popping, we have a nice lead health-wise. Their heat is stacking and we're getting poisoned and blinded, but our damage output is just too strong. They're not able to hold out and we cruise out with another win. 3 more rounds to go. Shiny Mantle spits out a Flawless Sapphire. That's going to juice our survivability. We bolster it with a Corrupt Crystal, which is also going to give us armor based on how many debuffs we're inflicting, so that's amazing. We set up some more food for Shiny Mantle, and we are off to the battle phase once again. Fighting PDaddyD Adventurer with a Daggerang build going buff steal. His crown pops an invulnerability for him. We answer right back with our own invuln. The cold is stacking high and his buff steal is not enough. The winning streak continues.
Share in the excitement of a fabulous winning streak.
Can't stop, won't stop here in Shop 17. Second to last shop as we look to continue our winning streak. Quite the rearrange game going on here. I sped it up 2000% for you guys because I spent a long time here just figuring out how to fit everything onto our board in a way that benefits. Sending into battle 17, we're fighting ababyduck. And they're decently chunking us, but we go invulnerable, which swings the tide in our favor. The cold has taken a deep hold, and their pyromancer heat is not enough to overcome it. We bought a gin lamp last shop, and that's low-key helping our Null Blade quite a bit. Another win on the board as we go into the last shop of the game. Kind of a nothing shop here for the last one. We do get a gingerbread Jerry, because why not? And we also get another wand, which is good support for the Null Blade as we discussed. And oh my goodness, how do you even type those keys on a keyboard? We're fighting CTERVOCHKA. Shaman double axe build with a Pandemonium and a Steel Goobert for support. The double axe is scary, but he has no way to deal with the cold. We're up to 31 stacks and climbing ever higher. And our buffs are to the moon, our health is to the moon, and it's just too much for CTERVOCHKA. After a very rough early game, we don't lose ever again, and we cruise on through, securing that 35 MMR. We advance ever closer to GM. Thank you so much for watching. It's a pleasure having you guys along. If you enjoyed, check out my other content, and until next time.